What's good, y'all? Welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to Vlogmas. So in this video I just want to do a little sit down and chat with you guys. My perfume wish list for 2022. I only started collecting perfume in my 20s, and when I first started collecting, I guess I wasn't sure what I liked, and I just used to buy like different things. I still have some things that like I don't even know what to do with them anymore. I still do use them, but then I just don't want to waste. I will probably eventually just give them away. Some of these I've already tested in store, I just couldn't afford them, and some I have literally never seen them. I've never tested them. I've just heard about them, or I've read or I've watched some reviews on YouTube or on TikTok or Pinterest. I just have a whole list of perfumes that I want to buy. Obviously I will most likely not buy all of these perfumes in 2022, but I do want a good number of them. So let me get into it. Give this video a big juicy thumbs up if you like it. Let us chat in the comments, and if you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe to the girl. Let us grow in 2022. Okay, the first perfume that I tried so hard to find, tried so hard to order, and it would not have been on my wish list, it would have been part of my collection, Zara Rose Gourmand. So basically I tried to order it on the Zara website, but then I was like, oh, what if it takes long to get to me, because I was leaving PA and I was coming home, and I'm like, what if it takes long to get to me? And then I tried to get my cousin to go buy it for me, and she didn't even get back to me when she told me she was gonna go to the mall. And then when I got to Joburg, since we don't have Zara in PE anymore, unfortunately, when I got to Joburg, I was like, okay, no, I'm gonna go to Eastgate Mall. I slept. If you guys watched that vlog, I was like, oh, I want to go to Eastgate. I might go, I might not go, whatever. I didn't go. I slept. I really want Zara Rose Gourmand. First of all, I saw it and I'm like, this is a beautiful bottle, first of all. And then I was like, okay, it's only 80 mils, but it doesn't even matter to me, because I think for me, now that I've collected a bunch of perfumes, for me it's more about like the quality of the perfume more than the quantity. I do prefer to buy 100 ml bottles, but you know, it is what it is. The scent notes are rose, dry amber, and vanilla, but then on the box it does mention that there's also a tonka bean note in there. I'm not sure about that. For my people who have Zara Rose Gourmand, you let me know if you know about that. But this perfume, I've never even smelled it, but I've watched a bunch of reviews and they say that it's actually a dupe for the Montal vanilla, which one is it? That one? Yeah, they said that it's a dupe for that, and they say that it's really long lasting, it's got great projection. Honestly, that's really what I need in a perfume, but couldn't buy it. This is probably the next fragrance that I'm gonna buy, probably in the new year, or maybe by the end of the month I would have ordered it. It depends, I'm not sure, but yeah, I really want to get Rose Gourmand. The next one, which is like the first ever designer perfumes that I had, Givenchy Organza. Givenchy Organza is old, like it's been around. I was really young, I can't even remember how old I was, but I was under the age of 10. My dad went wherever he went, and then he came back with this perfume for me. I actually do remember saying that I love this perfume, and I'm like, I'm gonna buy it for myself. I'm gonna buy the big bottle for myself. I think he got me like 30 mils, and I was like, I'm gonna buy this perfume for myself. It's actually 1996, imagine. It's an amber floral fragrance. It was launched in 1996. The top notes are nutmeg, gardenia, African orange flower, bergamot, and green notes. The middle notes are tuberose, walnut, jasmine, honeysuckle, iris, and peony. The base notes are vanilla, amber, woodsy notes, Gaiac wood, or I don't know how to pronounce that, and Virginia cedar. I want this perfume so much, you guys don't even understand. First of all, it's such a pretty bottle. I remember being young and saying, okay, this is such a nice bottle. They say it's about $44 to $61, so it's not too expensive. I think I've actually seen it on the Fushini for Beauty website. I have not smelled it in so long, so I can't even remember what it smells like, but I just remember it smelling really nice. The next fragrance on my wish list is YSL's Libra Intense. I want this perfume so badly. I've gone into Edgar's a couple of times. When I'm at the mall, I just go and sniff it because I can't buy it, but I want this fragrance so bad. You guys don't even understand. First of all, the bottle is gorgeous. It's so pretty. I want Intense over the original because everybody says that the Intense is just better in all ways. So yeah, I do want the Intense over the original, and I have actually tested them both in, was that Edgar's? I think it must have been Edgar's, and I do agree that the Intense is much better than the original in so many ways. It's got a darker juice, it's got a slightly wider bottle, I believe. So the main accords are actually vanilla, white floral, sweet lavender, aromatic, citrus, amber, powdery floral, and animalic. Libra Intense was launched in 2020, and the top notes are lavender, mandarin orange, and bergamot. The middle notes are lavender, Tunisian orange blossom, jasmine, sambac, orchid, and the base notes are Madagascar vanilla, tonka bean, ambergris, and vetiver. If there's ever a time where I have them both in front of me and I know that the original one is a little cheaper, then I'll probably just get the regular one. If I can just splurge, I will definitely get Libra Intense. This is one of the others that will probably be one of the first that I do purchase. Let me say my top 5. I love lavender. I've been obsessed with lavender for a while now, but there's really something so beautiful about lavender scents, how calming they are, how nice they go with my body chemistry. I am obsessed. I've been obsessed ever since I bought the Also Heavenly, what's that, the Beauty Sleep range body wash. I have been obsessed with lavender, so I really want to get this perfume. I just really want to get this perfume. Another YSL fragrance that I really want to get is Mon Paris. I have a friend who had it. She said that it was really nice. It is a Chypre fruity fragrance, and I learned that Chypre just means sharp. It's like fruity, it's got, you know, berries type of situation, and then it's also got jasmine, which is something that I really love in body care and perfume and whatever. I love jasmine. So the top notes are strawberry, raspberry, pear, orange, tangerine, Calabrian, bergamot, and cologne. And then the middle notes are peony, jasmine, sambac, Chinese jasmine, datura, and orange blossom. And then the base notes are Indonesian patchouli, leaf patchouli, white musk, vanilla, ambrosian, moss, and cedar. So I've heard when they say Chypre, they're talking about patchouli, and I'm not sure what the other one is. I think they said, I'm not sure, but then they say that like if it's patchouli, then a lot of the times it's going to be sharp, and a lot of people are not really into patchouli like that. I'm not sure. I mean, I don't hate it, I don't love it, it's just there. This is a fragrance that I wouldn't like put at the top of my list, mainly because it's a fragrance that a lot of people have, and it's not that I really mind buying what a lot of people have, but I also just don't want to smell like everybody. But then it wouldn't be like my everyday go-to fragrance, because I prefer, if it fits an everyday go-to fragrance, I'd rather not smell like everybody. Yeah. The next fragrance that I really want, that I think I should have just bought when I had the chance to. I was just like, I don't know how I felt about it at the time, but now I'm thinking I should have just bought it. This is the Burberry Body. Girl, this stuff is nice. I've actually tested it in store. It's a really beautiful, sophisticated, really nice scent. It's also a Chypre fruity fragrance, and if you look at the bottle, it's actually a really interesting bottle. I don't know how I necessarily feel about like really tall perfume bottles, mainly because where I place them, like on my stand or just wherever, I'm just afraid that they're gonna fall and break. But I don't know, it's just something about this, it seems really nice. So the top notes are peach, wormwood, and freesia. Middle notes are rose, sandalwood, and iris. Sandalwood has my heart. The base notes are musk, cashmere wood, vanilla, and amber. Guys, cashmere woods, I don't know, something about this cashmere woods, and then I also love sandalwood, and I also love rose. Burberry Body is a beautiful beautiful fragrance. It is sophisticated. It's a very nice scent. Sometimes fruity scents are not very sophisticated. They might come off as a little bit young and a little bit too sweet, especially if they have like a lot of berry notes, which this one doesn't. But then I really love the fact that it's got like the sandalwood, the musk, the cashmere woods, the amber. There's that little peach note at the top that I really love, that I just have to buy. I have to buy this. I definitely have to buy this as soon as possible. The next fragrance on my wish list is Nuit Tresor by Lancome. You guys, Lancome, they know how to do perfume, okay? You have La Vie Belle and all of its flankers. You have Idol, even though I flipping hate the bottle. It's so impractical. Why must you have a bottle that you cannot place on its base? It has to lay down, but it's a really nice scent as well. Basically, Lancome fragrances are really nice, so I really want this. Is La Nuit Tresor. It's a very sweet fragrance, and if you look at the bottle, that bottle is gorgeous. I had the option to buy La Nuit Tresor Diamond Musk. When I watched a few reviews, a lot of people said that the projection is very lame, it does not last, and then it was too musky. And I mean, I don't know how I really feel about overly musky scents. Like for example, Prada Candy, why is it so musky? So yeah, I just ended up not buying that one because I couldn't. And if I had the option to buy this, if I could have, I would have done it. So the top notes are pear, tangerine, and bergamot. The middle notes are strawberry, vanilla, orchid, black rose, and passion fruit. The base notes, now the base notes there, girl, praline. Is it praline or praline? I remember my dad actually used to buy those chocolates for us when we were younger, like every Christmas. But praline, caramel, lychee, vanilla, patchouli, incense, coffee, licorice, coumarin, and papyrus. Now girl, just envision that. Imagine how beautiful the dry down is on your skin. I've never tested it, but I'm so sure that it's beautiful. I want this fragrance so bad, you guys. I want it so bad. Look at how beautiful the bottle is. I just feel like this would definitely be an everyday fragrance for me, because I think once those top notes wear off, I'm not a huge fan of pear or bergamot, but then I feel like once that fragrance dries down on your skin, I just feel like it's such a beautiful, sweet, very warm, nice scent. Like you got chocolate, you got caramel in there, you got coffee in there, you got vanilla in there. Now that's something that I really want. Normal people don't pick up candles, but I really quickly, let me just talk about this candle. So this is the Lush Berries candle, Aroma Sensations, and I found this in Sheet Street for $29.99. I was very skeptical about it. I just bought it because I was like, you know what, I want to get some new candles, but I don't want to spend an arm and a leg on Yankee candles or like big like 3-wick candles or just like whatever. I was like, okay, I just want to get some minis. I love how it makes the room smell. This is actually so good for its 30 rand. So the next fragrance that I have on my wish list is actually a quite simple citrus floral fragrance, Dior Pure Poison, and it's basically just, it's quite simple. So the top notes are jasmine, orange, bergamot, Sicilian mandarin. Middle notes are gardenia and orange blossom, and base notes are sandalwood, white amber, cedar, and white musk. I've never smelled this before, so I'm wondering how would all of those notes, you know, come together. I think I can kind of get with how the jasmine and the gardenia and the orange and all of those would come together, and then now you make it a little woody with the sandalwood, the cedar. I'm pretty sure this is something that I would really like. I'm putting it on my wish list, but I don't think that I would ever want to do a blind buy for this. I think some of my fragrances have been blind buys. For this, you know, I don't think I would want to just buy this just because, you know, it's popular and a lot of people like it. I would actually have to smell it first. So I'm putting it on my wish list that is not safe for blind buys, because, girl, I've bought some blind buys and I have been disappointed. So I just don't want to keep on being disappointed. I'd rather actually smell this first, test it first, and then actually see how it does on my skin, and then decide if I want to buy it. So I'm not really into unisex perfumes. I love my feminine perfumes. I like to smell like a girl, okay? This is probably the first unisex fragrance that I would have in my collection, but it's expensive. So I don't know if I can say that I'm gonna buy it in 2022. I still want it on my wish list, and if it comes up and I'm able to buy it, I might buy it. But girl, It's expensive. So this is Oud. I don't know if it's Ispahan by Dior. Everybody says that it smells like money. Like if you want to smell like money, you should have this. I've never tested it. I've never seen it anywhere. But girl, I want it. The main accords are Oud. Oud, is it Oud or Ode? Oud or Ode, yeah. Rose, woody, amber, warm spicy, patchouli, balsamic, floral, musky, fresh and spicy. So the top note is labdanum. I don't even know why that smells like. That's nothing that I've heard of before. If everybody says it smells like money, I want to know. I want to know. It would definitely not be a safe blind buy, but I still just want to know what it smells like. The middle notes are rose, patchouli, and saffron. Already interesting. Already giving me rich. And then the base notes are agarwood, oud, sandalwood, and cedar. So it's like woody as well. The bottle is very typical of the Dior, very beautiful fragrances like Sauvage. What's the other one? I can't even think of the others. Alright, so this next fragrance is something that I really want as well. And this is the Rouge Trafalgar fragrance by Christian Dior. I want it so bad. I would definitely get this before the Oud Ispahan, the one that I just talked about. I'll definitely get this one first. They say it's fruity, it's sweet, it's citrus, it's musky, it's cherry. It was actually launched in 2020. They say it's a chypre fruity fragrance. So the top notes are raspberry, strawberry, cherry, and mandarin orange. The middle notes are blackcurrant and grapefruit, and the base notes are musk and patchouli. Imagine how nice this fragrance would be. But yeah, this is another one of the really gorgeous bottles, the really simple gorgeous bottles, but you can tell that it smells like money. Actually, I'm about to check how much is Rouge Trafalgar. $250. Oh, it's 6,000 rand. Come on now. But look at how gorgeous that fragrance looks. Like, it looks so beautiful. Okay, I'm gonna keep this on my wish list, girl. Maybe not 2022, maybe 2025. The next fragrance that I have on my wish list, which is so realistic for me, is White Diamonds by Elizabeth Taylor. This one has had a lot of our mothers and aunties in a chokehold. I think that I really want it for myself. They do say that it's quite mature. Or maybe I tested the fragrance mist in this game. I can't remember. But girl, I know that this one is way more realistic for me because the price point is actually something that I would most likely be okay with. So it's a floral aldehyde fragrance. My only problem with that is that I do have a floral aldehyde fragrance, which is the Vanderbilt, and that one is also proven to be very mature. But you have to admit, it's a very gorgeous bottle. I just love how simple it is, but it's got the whole White Diamonds situation on it. It's just a very beautiful fragrance, and oh, it is jam-packed with notes. So the top notes are aldehydes. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. Aldehydes, lily, neroli, orange, bergamot. Middle notes: Egyptian tuberose, jasmine, ylang ylang, narcissus, carnation, Italian orris root, Turkish rose, and cinnamon. Base notes: amber, musk, sandalwood, oak moss, and patchouli. I can't remember how it smells, but I do remember testing it and saying that it's a very nice fragrance. It's very sophisticated. It's honestly something that I would want to wear. Maybe it's something that I would wear to maybe a wedding, maybe just like an event that requires me to wear a sophisticated fragrance. I am still not sure. I believe that I definitely want to smell like rose. I want a fragrance that has rose and then very like warm notes as well on my wedding. I think I would want maybe my wedding fragrance to be Miss Dior's Blooming Bouquet, or even just Miss Dior, or maybe Rock and Rose by Victor and Rolf. Which one is that? Rock and Rose? Whatever. I don't know what I want my wedding fragrance to be. I really have to think about it, because I think with that, I can't just wear any fragrance. I need something that's gonna last all day, that I don't have to do too many touch-ups, but also something that will make me feel like a bride, you know? But yeah, White Diamonds by Elizabeth Taylor. It's definitely more, you know, for me. I could get this in Discam or Clicks. I don't know which one is more expensive, but you know, usually Clicks is more expensive than Discam. So Yeah. And also another thing that I like about Discam is that you can find the fragrance mist for these popular designer fragrances, or even the celebrity fragrances, I mean not designer, like the Christina Aguilera, Britney Spears, Elizabeth Taylor, Elizabeth Arden. You can find these in the fragrance mist in Discam. So yeah. The last fragrance on my list has definitely got to be Miss Dior Blooming Bouquet. This one, I've never tested it before. I have no clue what it actually smells like. It's just something about Miss Dior and her flankers that just really has me wanting Miss Dior. A floral fragrance for women. It was launched in 2014. I would want something like Miss Dior Blooming Bouquet or Miss Dior and one of her flankers to be my wedding fragrance. I don't know, maybe engagement party or something. If it's not up to par, I think I really need to go into a store and test a bunch of perfumes and like, yeah, what do I want to smell like on my wedding? I definitely want to smell floral rose type of situation. Blooming Bouquet is actually quite expensive. So the top note is Sicilian Mandarin. Middle notes are pink peony, damask rose, apricot and peach, and the base note is white musk. So they say the main accords are floral, rose, fresh, fruity, musky, powdery, citrus, and sweet. I love the floral, I love the rose, I love the fresh scent. I hate to say it, but sometimes rose does smell like older ladies, which I'm not trying to smell like at 23. Miss Dior, first of all, her and her flankers have the beautiful bottles. They've got this beautiful pink juice inside, and I just really love how elegant and sophisticated they seem. Yeah, that was the last fragrance on my wish list. I wonder how many fragrances I've actually talked about, but that was the last fragrance on my wish list. I don't have too much experience with perfume to like even know niche fragrances and to know a bunch of designer fragrances and just whatever. All I know is I like perfume and I like smelling nice. So those are the fragrances that I have on my wish list. Some of them are very popular, which I don't really mind. If you like this video, girl, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Let us chat in the comments, and if you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe to the girl, and I will see you guys in my next video.